Hey guys, how are we doing? We are finally back after what's it, 7 weeks, and I do my live stream, and my voice is going. Of course, my kids are back at school, and they've got this bugs, and now it's passed on to me. So yes. Hang on, I forgot to put the studio lights on. Uh-oh, we had a big sort out over the summer holidays. You'll be pleased to know. Is that better? Hey, there we are. That's better. Hey, Harold, tuning in across the pond. Max is here. How you doing, guys? How you doing? So yeah, over the summer holiday, just move that light just a little bit. Max is off to Scouts himself. First week back as well. Simon, how you doing? All good, man. All good. Welcome to my voice from Gilwell last week. A bit like that. So yeah, during the summer holidays we had a big sort out. So we kind of tidied the loft. So I've got a cleaner. We sorted out the tents, broke the ceiling. So these are the tents we're going to keep. We just need to get some racking and stuff in the scout hall. So it's been a really cool summer. Lots of things happening. Who else is here today? Mandy, how you doing, Mandy? How you doing? Jim's here. Jim. Gustavo from Brazil. Another fellow Canadian. J Mac is in the house. I'll talk about J Mac in a few minutes. Matt's here. Back to Scouts tomorrow. Nice. Karen's here. Leo, how you doing? It's good. It's been a busy couple of weeks, isn't it? And yeah, first night back at Scouts tonight, and what a night it's gonna be. And this is perfect timing because I've got a brand new woggle. I don't know if you can see this. It says, "On my honor, I promise to do my best, to do my duty to God and to the King, and to help other people and to keep the Scout law." Arrived today, my brand new King woggle. So I'm really proud to wear that tonight. I've got my Union flag tonight, my scarves. It's all good. J-Mac's in the house. Yeah. So, J-Mac, welcome to my lair, to one of my many lairs. J-Mac, John McCarthy, actually, a fellow scouter across the pond in Canada. I met this man when I was in Snowdonia at the beginning of the summer holidays. It was, in fact, the last week of July. I was lucky enough, if you've been following me on Big Man in the Woods, to head over to Snowdonia, and I was asked to compare this massive bushcraft kind of conference called the Global Bushcraft Symposium, and they had a whole load of speakers. And John McCarthy is there. He was one of the speakers, but also a fellow scouter in Canada. So it was lovely to see some fellow scouters in it. So it's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. Dave Gilden, perfect timing as we talk about the Global Bushcraft Symposium. He was there as well. Still at work here in the UK, mate. Not for me on a Thursday. Always early shift on a Thursday. Leah, how have you been? Good summer? Good summer? Well, my summer's only 2 weeks long. So I've been working really hard. But I had a really nice summer holiday. Switched off all my social media. So if people have been messaging me, my apologies. I haven't replied back. Oh, yeah, by the way, Beavers is going on tonight. So if there's lots of shouting, it's the first night out at Beavers. So you'll probably hear them shouting as they are doing that. That's a cool scarf. Yeah, I'm loving it. Dan, we were in Wales at the same time as you. Yes, you were just down the road. And I was going to come and meet you guys, but my timetable got completely messed up, so I couldn't come and meet you guys, which is a real shame. So what's happening at Scouts tonight? Or should want to know what's happening over the summer? It's been a crazy couple of weeks, hasn't it? You know, for me, I was looking back into Scouts. And sadly, the sad news about the Queen on Thursday. So I was going to do a live vlog from the shed, but of all the things that's going on, so I chose not to. But it's been an amazing time. I've been to Windsor. We were in London. I work in central London, so it's a very strange buzz in London at the moment. You can definitely tell something's going on. As you know, I work in central London, so lots of new things happening in London. But what's really cool, I was talking to Matt Hyde at lunchtime today. Matt has the CEO of Scouting is. I'm laughing because I've got a story to tell you about Matt. Matt's been on the news with other fellow Scouts, Queen Scouts, and there's 120 Queen Scouts helping out at the Queen's state opening. lying in state, and it's only Queen Scouts in the age 18 to 25. There's 120 that have been picked from the UK, helping out people around the UK. So it's been really amazing. Hang on 2 seconds. I picked up this bug from my kids. Cool Wogger, yes, it's from Burnt Stuff. So burntstuff.com. I can't talk. Is where I bought this really lovely new King's Woggle from. So it has it. Let's just go through these. There are some people catching up. It's been a brilliant summer. Harold, our Cubs were supposed to start on Monday, but day of mourning here in Canada, and my fellow Scouters had symptoms of strep throat. Oh no, so we're cancelling next week. Yeah, I kind of understand. Rumor, yes, rumor. I'll be talking about rumor has it in a short while. Shannon, how you doing? Pleased to see you. Dave, very proud that one of my ex-Explorer Scouts is there as Queen Scout. That's amazing. That's really cool. And I met quite a lot of people at work who've been going or thinking of going. But I guess we can pay our own thoughts in our own ways, isn't it? You know, I just standing there for 35 hours isn't my kind of thing. Queen Scout is the highest award in the UK. Absolutely. But it's now the King Scout Award. Leo's back in Scouts for 3 weeks, which has been great. You're up in Scotland, I remember now, aren't you? Pioneering flagpole last week with the Scouts section and put half mast. Talk about Queen and the importance of Scouts and done a reflection. Love it. Gibbo's in the house. Hey, Mark, how you doing? So what we're going to be doing at Scouts tonight, I'm going to move my camera, is we're going to make these memorial friendship knots out of paracord. So I don't know if you can see that. It's a friendship knot held on with a little safety pin, and we're going to wear that with pride on our shirts. So the new Scouts tonight will be making that as well in Scouts. So we've got, I think, 12 new Scouts joining us tonight here in my Scout troop. So it's quite cool. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of reflection. What does the Queen mean to Scouts? And what we're going to do with the King. We're going to change our promise. So we'll be swearing and promising to the King now, not to the Queen. I'm just talking about that, you know, and getting some thoughts going. They might need to talk. I know my kids have just been talking about things like that as well. So I thought making these little friendship, and it's a friendship, the friendship knot, can you see that, with a little paracord and safety pin. So that's what we're doing tonight. That's going to be quite cool. Harold took the Queen's Canadian Scientist Guild honoring Her Majesty Platinum, but then had a black iron ribbon. Yeah. In our last Scout meeting on Saturday, we had the flags half-mast in Brazil. Oh, that's really nice. That's great to hear. J-Mac is having to eat. Have a great day. Good to see you, man. Thank you very, very much for joining us from Canada on my live vlog. Brilliant. Lovely. My first Scout's making a promise tonight to the King, and a first for me. Yeah, absolutely. What I'm thinking, I'm just going to move this light a little bit. We're going to start the night saying our promise to the Queen. I think, you know, the last time we did it, we just kind of said it, and I think we should say it with meaning tonight. And then I'm going to end my Scout troop with them making their first ever promise to the King. That's the way I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with the promise to the Queen, and then close the night to the promise to the King. I've been thinking about it over and mulling it over, and I've seen a load of different things on social media today, and I think I've decided that's what we're gonna do. What Sarah's saying. Sarah's, we knew our promise last night, changed it the King to the Queen is a little different, and it's kind of that practice, isn't it? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be great. And also, you know, I've got Cubs moving up to Scouts tonight, so they're going to have to relearn the new Scout promise and trying to do it to the King as well. Mandy invested a lead over the weekend at the Cub Camp and was the first promise to the King of our group. Awesome. And I think, well, we know we're never, excuse me, we're never going to have a promise to another Queen in our lifetime, are we? We're going to have another King when William takes over, but we'll never have another Queen, so it's all good. Stephen, Otter Scouts, all the best, everyone. Stephen, thank you very much for dropping in for this live stream. It's great to see you, and great to stay in touch over the summer. Thank you very much. Felt a little strange saying King instead of Queen. I think it is, and I can't remember which one. I was watching one of the many live streams, and they were doing the national anthem, singing to the King. And it kind of felt natural. It didn't feel like weird. And I didn't think, well, hang on a minute. I just said King instead of Queen. I didn't think about that. I think, yeah, it's just one of those things that we've all got to change, haven't we? And I think just life. And maybe I see it in a bit different because I deal with death at the hospital quite a lot, and it's just kind of like, but it's hit us hard, isn't it? The Queen's always been there, and being brought up in Windsor, playing around in Windsor. I used to go clubbing with Harry and William. There was only one nightclub in Windsor, and they were there. Often used to see the Queen drive around Windsor. I know the fields we used to play in where you used to go horse riding, and I used to spend my summer holidays cycling around there. So living and working in Windsor for many years. The royal family have always been there. I remember looking at my school when Windsor Castle was on fire. And we were telling it was a history lesson. I was telling our teacher that the castle was on fire. It's impossible. So for me, the royal family have always been there for me. They've always been around. So it's kind of, I don't know. My kids are taking it differently. My daughter's okay about it, and my son is amazed by the first thing of death. He's never, well, in fact, Grace hasn't come across death before, so this is the first time that my two kids are dealing with death for real. So it's interesting seeing how they're dealing with it, even though they have never met the Queen. They don't know much about the Queen, but they've seen her around, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Karen, we chatted where our brand new squirrels see the image of the Queen in every day last night, and who will they see in the future. Last launch night was fab. Wow, partying with William and Harry. It was. I got lots of stories about. It wasn't party. It was night clubbing. Clubbing in my late teens. Sneak into a nightclub with a dodgy ID, and you turn around and there's William and Harry clubbing in Windsor. So, but back then you didn't really think of it. I knew who they were. I knew they were princes, but they were just kind of more or less the same age as me, and we're clubbing and drinking and just dancing. So yeah, it was cool. What is that? It's got another message. Lots of people messaging me. Cool. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting night back at Scouts tonight. It's going to be cool because we're meeting new Scouts who have come up from Cubs, and this kind of weird week where some people are still in mourning. Some people have taken it hard, haven't they? Maybe some of my Scouts won't be here because they're up in town, going to try and get to see the Queen while she's laying in state. I don't know. But that's life, isn't it? That is life. Angie's asking me, Mark, is that your new woggle? Absolutely, Angie. It is my new woggle. It's got the new promise on my own. I promise to do my best, to do my duty to God and to the King. And I got this from burntstuff.com. Don't worry, I'm not sponsored by Burnt Stuff. Julian's done amazing stuff. He does some amazing woggles, really nice woggles, and my Big Man in the Woods woggles as well. So I buy everything from Burnt Stuff. His woggles are like really good quality. So yeah, I'm not advertising this. I bought this out my own money, and I just thought it was really nice and the perfect timing to start new Scouts wearing the new woggle. And like I say earlier on, we'll be making our friendship knots in memory of the late Queen Elizabeth II at Scouts tonight. So it'd be cool. Just be interesting to see how the Scouts interact. We haven't seen each other for 7 weeks, but for me, it's been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Julian's done my woggle too. He's great. Oh, that's good to hear, Leah. I bought too many woggles. Too many woggles. Did you get your new Big Man in the Woods badge from them as well? Design was really good. My Big Man in the Woods badges, the new ones, that at Gilwell Park. No, I haven't really announced it actually. Dave, you spoiled the surprise. No, I got my new badges, which I'll talk about next week, are designed and manufactured by Paw Print Badges. I'm going to see if I've got a picture. I wasn't going to talk about it tonight, but I can see if what I've got. I might have some pictures on this laptop. I don't know. I wasn't going to talk about it, but we might as well. Let me just. Let me just save this picture, guys. Talk to yourselves, as they say. Talk to yourselves. I get this picture. So yeah, I've got a new Big Man in the Woods badge that I got made over the summer holidays, and I launched it at Gilwell Reunion just the other week. Gilwell Reunion, I'll be talking about. I'm going to be doing a vlog this weekend about what happened at Reunion, because I got told off by the CEO of Scouting, Matt Hyde. Had a little talking to me. If you have seen first Facebook, there's a little post up by me saying that Gilwell Reunion is going to be a dry camp as of next year. And I started that rumor. So I got in trouble by the CEO. Matt, mate, come and speak to me. Yeah, it's all good. Here's a little close up of that woggle. As you can see, it comes in many different colors. I got the natural tan. There we are. So that's the woggle from Burnt Stuff. And this is my new badge. And this, let me squeeze in here. This, I put it in the Providore at Gilwell Park. You can see the brand new brown one up there next to Max's Sparrowhawk bushcraft, and it's got a bark effect where the texture of the needles and stuff. So I'll be launching them and I'll be selling them very soon. Just haven't got them up on my Etsy store. Badge looks amazing. Thank you very much. Which neck have you gone on? Gone for the Union. That's what I'm wearing tonight. I thought it'd be quite nice. Bravo. Following from Nairobi in Kenya. Hello, Wycliffe. Greetings to Nairobi. Dry. That's a nice Sparrowhawk badge. It is, Max. It's a beautiful. Look at that. And like I say, me and Max's badges are now in the Providore at Gilwell Park in the shop. Well, I spotted them that they had all badges, and I asked the lady if we could leave our badges behind, and she said yes. So me and Max have donated these badges to the Providore in Gilwell Park. So if you're there next time, try and spot it. So it's all good. Terry's in the house. How you doing, Terry? It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. But yeah, my voice, like my kids' first week back, and they've got bugs and all sorts of, and they've passed it on to me. So I've got this really croaky voice tonight, but I wanted to do it live because we haven't done one for 7 weeks, so it's all good. What am I going? I've got loads and loads of ideas of new things that I want to do at Scouts. The main big thing, unfortunately, you guys have been following the journey of having 2 troops, or two beavers, 2 cubs, 2 scouts. Beavers and cubs are never a problem. We got enough leaders like that, but unfortunately, our scout leader, our Monday night scout leader, stepped down. So we've been put in limbo over the summer holidays of what we're going to do from Mondays, try and merge them into Thursdays. And our scout hall just isn't big enough to have all 37 scouts. So that's a real shame. That's one of the big things that happened to me over the summer holidays, that we had to unfortunately close down on Monday nights. Max, great to see you, man. Catch up over the weekend. Max is going off to Scouts. Dave, I think mine ended up with Kerry's stuff when I dropped her off at the airport. Whoops. Dave, message me. We'll sort it out. Don't worry. Matt, how are we doing? Sorry I missed the start. Yeah, it is what it is. I wasn't planning on doing one of these tonight. Well, I was planning, but traffic's been bad, so I didn't even know exactly what time I'll be here. But I'm here in the new loft, because what we did over the summer holiday, we just rented a skip. And we literally emptied the whole of all the both lofts that we have here. Stuff we haven't used since my time being here at Scouts. Stuff that's broken that we've never got around to fix. And we just lobbed it all around. So we've got nice, fresh, kind of officey up here. Kind of have a meeting and stuff up here in the Scout Hall. So it's been brilliant. We found like a shed load of old like annuals and books and all sorts of things here. So it's really exciting. To kind of just sort out all the rubbish that we've got here in the Scout Hall, like just rubbish, but it's good. Laura, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, I'm absolutely knackered. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do Scouts, but you know, like when you get Scouts, you get here and you're getting that buzz. but those beavers downstairs are like that, doing my head in. In fact, I was here at Beavers on Monday, teaching the Monday beavers first aid. I don't know if you saw my vlog earlier on. Hang on. So I got asked to come and do some first aid. I did level 1, which is the most easiest thing of this. Teaching them 999, what emergency services, how to deal with an unconscious person, and reinsurance. So it was a really, really easy level 1 to do. We're talking about the emergency services. So being in Central London, what emergency services can we have? When we're talking about the lifeboat, why do we need a lifeboat? We're in Central London. We're not around the sea. So we discussed about the Thames and stuff. And then one amazing beaver, Leah. Beavers sound like they're having fun. They're screaming down there. There are lots of new ones as well. Apologies for the noise. So we were discussing what services you can get when you call 999. And one said, Mark, what about the 4th emergency service? But we've listed it as mountaineering and Coast Guards, RNLI. And no, the 4th emergency service, the emergency service that come and fix your car. Oh, it was really, really hard not to laugh because it was very funny, but you could see he was like thinking it over. So I had to kind of explain, yes, they are emergency service, but not that kind. But I love like the Blue Ninjas. I'm like, oh, that's why I can't do them, because just I have enough of it at home with my 2, and then to come here to look after, I don't know how many little beaver. No, can't do it. And now they're ones who do squirrels. Oh my god. So no. But what's happening in a few weeks' time? I'm going off to Richmond to a scout crew by next to Ham House. Oh god, the whistle's out now. I'm going to go and teach them some first aid as well. So it's good. I'm getting out and about. If we're not used to the noise, we're in the wrong business. Oh my god, don't stop about that. We've got a neighbor that keeps complaining about the noise level here at the Scout Hall. So Leo, beavers are hard, mate. I totally agree. I give full credit to anyone who's a beaver leader, because I'm like, I don't know how anybody does it, because when I'm here in the drop-in sessions, when I do it, either firelight or first aid or whatever, I'm done. I'm like, God, I'm banging headache. Just with all their screaming and stuff. So I'm like, no, I can't do beavers. No, I'm fine. Matt, I'm a squirrel beaver cub leader. Does prompt slight dribbling sometimes. How are you doing all of that? Squirrel beaver and cub leader. That's amazing. Credit to you, man. Karen, squirrels are fab, at least after one night. Then you can hand them back. I guess squirrels are younger, aren't they? So they're still kind of cutish. Then beavers are just loud and no. I do scouts. Hubby does beavers. Man, how does he do beavers? I just can't do it. My main section is cubs. Perfect group to help with. Not too young, but not old enough to not listen to you. And then cubs are getting scouts are getting into that lippy age, aren't they? Where they think they're a teenager and they think they know it all. Or cubs are kind of funny and just whatever. But I tried cubs. Just wasn't for me. I prefer scouts. Paracetamol helps, or earplugs. It's fun when you work with 4 to 5 year olds. Dan, be a beaver leader also. Oh, man, just doesn't do anything for me. Just doesn't do anything. I imagine the Scout Hall has been there longer than the neighbours. Well, we've been out having this argument with the neighbours. Actually, I spoke to him on Monday night. And in fact, you're absolutely right there, Matt. Our Scout Hall here is one of the oldest in London. So I know we're definitely over 100, I think it's like 112 years or something crazy that this hall has been here. And it was, we have bomb shelter, community bomb shelter here as well. And the flats that side have been here for less than 10 years. So they moved knowing there's a Scout Hall. It's fine. I can't say anymore, but it's all, I'm not bothered. Yeah. And also, what's even more funny is, so the Scout Hall's here, the flats are here, that the miserable boys complain about. And then next to him on the other side is a pub. And like he's got a pub on one side, the Scout Hall on the other side. Like I feel sorry for the guy because there must be non-stop noise. But if you move to a flat knowing that there's a pub on one side that's been there for God knows how many years, and a Scout Hall, you can't really moan, can you? Wow, our group has only been celebrating our 7th year, which is mixed feelings. In fact, I've just bought a new frame. It's downstairs. When we celebrate 100 years of my scout group, and I got a letter from the Queen, Bear Grylls, Wayne Bullpit, and Catherine, Princess of Wales. No excuses. He moved exactly. So yeah, I contacted these guys when my scout group celebrated 100 years, and I invited everyone along to our centenary camp. We're not that far from Windsor. We're in fact like 20 minutes away. They're going to open the door. Might get a bit more. Wow, that is so loud. And I contact everyone and said, we're going to have a centenary camp. Would you like to come along? The Queen, unfortunately, I'm laughing because it's so noisy down there. The Queen said, thank you very much, but no, thank you. Wayne Bullpit, who now Carl Hankinson took over before Tim Kidd. He came along. And also Catherine, before she was the Duchess of Cornwall, before she got married, wasn't living that far away. And she agreed to come to the district campsite where I was celebrating 100 years of my group. It was a real big security. I got security check. The groups got security check. It was all kind of going also well. She was going to come for a few hours, look around the site. Gilwell Park gave it the all okay. And then she got pregnant. She got pregnant and she couldn't make it and she cancelled. What excuse is that? Cancelling because you're pregnant. Like, well, so she would have come to camp. That would have been quite cool. Because next week, my group is celebrating its 99th anniversary. That's brilliant. That's quite cool. And I met lots of Brazilian scouts at reunion last weekend or the weekend before. I can't remember when it is. So yeah, if you're celebrating big anniversaries, write to these people. Let me see. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me go and grab it. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll get the letters. Hang on. Wow, they're noisy. I'm coming back, guys. Here we are. So after time, the frame got battered or whatever. So I've got to get a new one. But let's see. So this is the letter from the lady in waiting to say congratulations on your group. The Duchess. Oh, she was the Duchess of Cambridge. The Duchess of Cambridge. That letter here, the letter from Bear, and the other letter from Wayne Bullpit. So you can write to these guys and see what you can get. You never know. Bear might turn up at your 70th anniversary there, Matt. So yeah, it's all good. Right, we are coming up to time for me to go. I've got 2 more minutes before I've got to go. Get ready for Scouts. Making these, as I see, these lovely memorial friendship lapels. Let's just have a look. The last few minutes, let's find out where everyone is scouting from. Go! Type. Let's see where you're from. Let's see who across the pond. So we've got Canada. We had 3 from Canada. Nairobi is in the house as well. Wycliffe is from Nairobi. Let's see where everyone is from. We've got Surrey. Hello, Surrey. Somerset. Lovely Somerset. I love Somerset. Will you be going to the Minehead Jamboree in January, isn't it? At Butlins. When else we got? We got Derek from North London, Karen from Hollystone, Mark in Guernsey, Dan in Essex, Mandy in Reading, Matt is in Salton, Coalfield, North Birmingham. Andrew's tuning in from Leicestershire. Matt is from Bromventure soon. Oh, nice, cool. Simon's tuning in from the Third Market Harbour in Leicestershire. You're not planning to? I was actually planning on going to the Butlins Jamboree in January, but I can't remember why. Not sure. I'm running a tracking night next week at our Cubs. All stuff learned from Bush Scout at Gilwell. Jonathan, that's really well. Cool. Excellent. And it was great to see you, Jonathan, and finally meet you in the flesh. And well done for doing the campfire. That was absolutely brilliant. That was really good. Chartered in the house. John, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. David's tuning in from Claydon, Suffolk. Dave from Hertfordshire. Dave, thank you very much for your badge and necker that you gave me. That was much appreciated. Leo, have a good night. Pat, have a good night, Pat. Who's Pat? Who's Pat? My name's not Pat. We'll be setting things to fire to things with... I read that wrong. We'll be setting things to fire with beavers. We'll be setting fire to things with beavers next week. So wish us luck. Mark, that's better. Mark, my name's not Pat. I've never been called Pat unless you know something different. You never know. You never know. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah, have a great... Whatever you're doing at Scout Beavers Cup, well, squirrels. We've got to include squirrels now, haven't we? It'll be an awesome one. That's what happens when you watch multiple streams. How can you watch multiple streams? That's amazing. Teresa, how you doing? It's good to see you. You're getting in there at the last 30 seconds. So I've got to go make a cuppa. New nickname, Pat? No. I don't think Pat's going to work. No. Matt, don't even encourage anyone to call me Pat. That would be really bad. Andy, enjoy your evening. Thank you. And you as well. I hope you have a great time back in whatever section you're doing. Stay in touch. I'm back on social media. Woo! After the summer holiday break, I'm back streaming every Thursday from 6:30. Cheers, Pat. Enjoy. Oh, man. I know this is going to stick with Terry now. Terry's always going to call me Pat, and I'm not sure this is going to go well. A busy month this weekend. Activity Spectacular Faisal's Wood. Oh, nice. Awesome. Have a smashing night, chap. You as well, Jonathan. See you later. Been doing my section admin. Oh, yeah, the joys of section admin. I was doing that over the weekend. Ontario, Canada. Harold, great to see you again. Thanks for the little reminder. Messaging me going, Mark, am I doing a live vlog tonight? Just as I went, ding, live. Matt, I think you're going to cause a lot of problems now for suggesting that people should call me Pat. Even though it's generally a mistake from Leo, now you're telling people to call me Pat. I think this is something that's going to stick. If it does, Matt, I'm coming for you. Guys, have a great week, whatever you're doing. If you want to have a chat, message me later over social media. But I'll be back next Thursday from... I'm getting more comments. More comments. This is not good. Matt, it is your fault. Guys, have a great week, and I'll see you next Thursday. As I said, 6:30. Have a good one.